Now, we're very familiar with an athlete's struggle to success and how they overcome adversity with blood, sweat and tears. But today we're going to do something different. We're going to focus on an individual that actually builds and gives the stage for an athlete to shine.
I'm going to make sure I bring boxing back. I'm going to make sure that boxing is seen as this ultimate sport again, with real passion and fire and fights and the will to win and drive.
The fighting words of Scott Patrick Farrell, the founder and CEO of local boxing organization Ringstar. It's an organization that has been built in the Lion City from the ground up for the island's inspiring lions, and it's powered mainly by the passion of the 45-year-old. Farrell, an amateur boxer from back in his days in the UK, drew his love for the sport as inspiration to make Singapore the next mecca of uppercuts and jabs. A vision that had Farrell quit his job for more than a decade as a recruiter and put it all on the line in the squared circle. Easier said than done when the struggle is still very real.
My struggle is really real, but I wouldn't have it any other way. You know, this is what I set out to do, and they come to fight and I fight every day, and you know, fight is my life and life is my fight, and that's what I live by, and I enjoy every day of it. Yeah, you know, I've got to go out there, I've got to make things happen, because the athletes and the fighters and the boxers, you know, they come to do their job on a stage. All I have right now is an idea in my mind. I've then got to create the venue, find the sponsors, you know, create the atmosphere, create the hype around it, bring something brand new that's going to be incredible, and people are going to go, wow, I want to go and see this. You know, this is something I really want to see.
The Brit's vision came to fruition with his maiden event, the Raw of Singapore 1, where two Singaporean boxers were crowned champions. The sequel to the sellout debut blockbuster is set for May 27th, with the aptly named event Raw of Singapore 2 promising even bigger names and bigger fights in the Lion City. But the ringmaster at Ringstar isn't just focused on making headlines in the fight universe. True to his relentless personality, Farrell is also keeping an eye on the development of boxers here, especially at youth level.
Boxing's not always going to create world champions, but it's always going to create gentlemen. It's always going to create a better person in you. You know, it's going to give you that kind of feeling that, you know, of self-belief. And grassroots is very important. Without grassroots, one, the sport can't grow. So the more that we get into the gyms at grassroots, the more the sport's going to grow, the more the interest is going to grow, the more athletes we get from Singapore and other countries into the SEA Games, Commonwealth Games, and hopefully the Olympics. And one of my big things I'm doing right now is I'm donating from my events to SABA, which is the Singapore Amateur Boxing Association, which I think Coach Saeed Kadir has done a fantastic job over the years.
As Farrell and Ringstar enters round 2 of their fight to success, the struggle is a shared one for both organizer and boxers in the region. While only time will tell if there is a knockout punch in this war, it's Farrell's passion for the sport and his belief in the Lion City that might just be the haymaker.
I believe in the local guys here, and I want to tell you now, the local fighters here are good, and I've supported a few of them in one of my shows, and I'm taking another one forward now, and it's open to anybody in Singapore that really wants to have a chance to go onto this international platform. You know, I believe in them. AJ and Rafi Majid and Norshida, you know, Ridwan, all these guys, right? You know, they're always welcome. And the gyms here in Singapore, if they keep producing the talent they're producing, we're going to have a world champion very, very soon come from Singapore.